I did play with Ellen and Katie all 4 days, so that was awesome. So otherwise, it was just kind of going out there and trying to score well. Every condition is a Sarah Paulson condition. No. Last weekend was awesome. This weekend was rainy and cold, but it's part of golf to have to play in all the different conditions. So just gonna have to take it and roll with it because everybody's got to do it. Well, I'm super excited. Basketball is a way different sport to be playing, but I love it. I love both of them. They're awesome, and I love both teams, so it's just great.
We go out and we work with our players, and really I feel like I'm being rewarded for what the players have done. I mean, I prepare them, but they're the ones that have to go out and execute, and so to be recognized by my peers is a very big honor. What I told the girls going in is they just need to play their game, and they can only focus on the things that they can control, and if they go and leave everything they have out on the course, win, lose, or draw, we had a good weekend, and they all did that. It wasn't as easy for us today, it wasn't as smooth for us today, but they battled hard, and they have nothing to be ashamed of. They played really well.
Going into today, honestly, our goal as a team was just to have fun and enjoy our last day together, and we knew that what was supposed to happen would happen, and we were really excited about that, but I honestly had no idea how the team was doing. I just wanted to try and get through my last day of conference, and thankfully it ended up well for me as well. It was tough conditions today. Rain just kept on coming. I really just tried to stay focused. Drives were a big help today, just kept them in the fairway, and then I just tried to focus on being consistent with my putting and just thinking, getting it close as I can so that I can make easy putts after that, and just tried to really stay focused. If I had a bad hole, forget about it and move on, because there's a lot of holes out there.
Well, I think that this has been probably the most rewarding of my 3 years of coaching, because we lost our 1 and 2 golfer, and I don't think there's anybody except the women that played for me that thought they could defend the Iowa Conference Championship, and we've had a tremendous fall. All the credit needs to go to the women, because I know how hard they worked in the off season to get themselves to be in this position. And like I said, I'm just elated for the young ladies, because we didn't have a big lead, and we were ahead the whole time, but only by a few strokes. And that's a lot of pressure. And then you add on the poor weather that we had this weekend, and boy, I don't think you could ask anything else from your team than what I got this weekend. Well, and I think going into the year, I had told Rick Willis, our AD, I said, Rick, it'll be a dogfight, because I knew it would be very even with our teams. And like you said, Central was there the whole way, and Simpson had some strong seniors on their team that really led them. And so yeah, it was a very, very close conference race, which, like I said, I think we kind of expected that going into the season. But Sarah Paulson and her teammates are a very good team. It'd be great to have 2 Iowa Conference teams in the national championship if they could get that far. We do have a good team. Well, I think the most difficult thing is getting going again in the spring. And the last couple of springs we haven't had great weather. It really puts, I think, a lot of us northern schools at disadvantage going to Florida and playing for the national championship because we don't have great weather. But maybe we'll get lucky this year and have that. But I think that's the biggest one. But now that I think you can plan your what we do for our winter break trip. You can also plan your spring schedule according to this, because you're not trying to earn a spot to get in. We're just trying to get ourselves better so we're ready to compete at the national level.
Yeah, fall season's tough with school and things, but we all, like Coach said, worked really hard in the off season and just tried to stay consistent through the season. That's the goal that we're going to have through the winter, is trying to just keep our swings going, practice indoors when we can, and then in the spring, like I said, like Coach said, it's great that we already have a spot there, so we don't have to be constantly working at that, but just planning, trying to deal with the weather in the spring and just getting ready so we can do the best we can at nationals. But we have a great team, and so that's been really fun.